Yeah.
I must rest
Yeah,
for the day.
Just blame James.
That's pretty good, right?
right.
Just channel a very
Oh no, it's a little
quiet
too
Captain
fast.
Kirk.
You're talking a little too fast there for him, James.
Yeah, there's supposed to be anticipation after every word.
There's
Right
something on the wing.
on the wing.
Some thing.
Never sure if the sentence is over
Perfect.
or not.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've interrupted
Yeah, exactly.
him multiple times. He's interrupted himself, actually, which I've never quite seen before.
Yeah, that was funny.
Are you gonna send music?
Yeah, are you gonna wait a goddamn second?
Just a goddamn
Fuck you.
second, Jackie.
Both of you.
All right.
You saw the
Well,
amount
that
of
sounds like a party.
you
Gross.
saw the amount of windows I have on my screen right now. Your minds would explode. God.
He's like, I'm up to 3 fans cooling my fucking system. Just like a whole corner, just a flux of wind.
Oh, you were talking about external fans. I was like, I
Yeah.
got 4 fans inside this motherfucker.
No, I'm talking about external fans.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Remember
All right,
that that shop? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No. You're good. Buy me more time.
Remember that shop fan you brought, James, the one time we were at Alex's?
Oh, yeah, it
We
works
couldn't hear
great,
anything.
huh?
It was so
Yeah.
fucking loud.
Yeah.
But it works great.
Yeah, it does. As long as there's no conversations.
And it's so crazy. We haven't played in person in so long, it feels like.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's been almost a year.
Has it been almost a year? Jesus.
Yeah, in
Damn.
February it'll be a year. It's not very far away. 4 months, right? 3 months?
Been so long, yeah.
I mean, I wasn't even expecting to go back in person, even though
I don't think we are.
I miss it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying it like you guys, or Eddie bringing that up, that shop fan thing just reminded me of like what it was like to play together, and it just feels like such a distant memory.
Yeah. Legit,
Honestly,
when this is all past, we should just fly Eddie down here and have like an in-person game
Yeah.
between all of us.
I'm definitely down for that.
Yeah.
This is just like so much easier. It's like
Is
so
it
much
though?
more convenient.
Well, maybe
Yeah.
for you fuckers. For me, I'm sitting here like
Do I have enough
With your 5 screens,
Yeah,
or
I-
5 tabs each.
posts to
Yeah,
keep
but
this
you
like
would've-
movable?
you would've still had 5
I feel like I'm
screens.
trying to like set up a security system for like a museum vault or something like that. All right.
It's just because you keep upping your own ante. We're all just
It's true. Well, I feel like when you're not in person, you gotta find ways to do things.
sure. Okay, I see what you're saying.
Adapt and overcome, James. Jesus Christ.
Okay.
I don't know why I said that.
Okay. So, does anybody have any questions before we get started? You good?
Were we gonna go through like a time to go to the guild
Are we
shop,
tapped
or
out
did
on cash?
I will work through everything together, and and Stephanie, I'm gonna have to work you into the group, so we're gonna start where they left off, and then I'll work you in, and then you guys can do whatever you want.
all right?
Whatever you want.
So I'll start with a recap of last session. So, where we last left off, the group tracked down some goblins, which brought them to what seemed like an abandoned warehouse at the base of the Carbon Bluffs. Upon entering, they found a sleeping goblin which prompted an immediate shot. The goblin happened to fall off of his little goblin shack and wake up the
Everyone.
the horde of goblins and rats that were sleeping, and that prompted a large encounter. At which point, you encountered a new foe that was a humanoid with a rat face. Asher specifically, you noticed that your arrows weren't really doing much of anything to whatever this creature was. I believe it was Daru that had to put it down with his intangible blades. So at this point, you were approached by you would have retroactively found out that the jacket worn by this creature belonged to a guild member. So at that point, you were approached by another guild member who identified himself as Griff, a half-orc individual that was had some shades kind of rolled up on his face, who just told you that you were kind of encroaching on another group's hunt, and he politely asked you to leave, telling you that feel free to take anything from any of the goblin bodies that you'd slain. The group didn't argue too much, although they thought it was a little fishy, and they decided to make way back to the sink to get some rest and collect their bounty for the manticore. On the way there, they did encounter a lawman with a strange, shadowy individual inside of the vehicle behind him that seemed to mildly influence your will by causing you to stay when you didn't want to stay. And they asked questions seemingly probing about the boating incident. After saying that you had come from Fort Wallstrom, they seemingly labeled you as persons of interest. Didn't detain you or anything, but they took note of you and they said, stay close if we have any questions. At which point, they urgently went down south on a call that they had found something. At this point, you made your way back to the Hunter's Hill and turned in the bounty to the Guildmaster Waylon, who, after you told him the whole story, identified that Griff was a member of the Huntsman's Lodge, who, after a specific hunt, seemingly went crazy and murdered his wife and daughter in his home, and was actively a wanted fugitive, but also specifically wanted by the guild for seemingly besmirching their name. With that, he requested that you hunt Griff down as your next hunt, as seemingly the guild is treating him, for all intents and purposes, as a monster. So at this point, that's where we will be starting off. You have all been given a $500 credit to spend on any gear for this hunt, and it's also about 8 or so p.m. and you're all pretty bloodied as well. Or not all of you, but I know various members are pretty fucked up at this point, so I imagine a nice rest is in order.
So should we go shopping right now or wait till the morning?
I say we wait till morning.
Yeah, I say we wait.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So are you all wishing to retire for a long rest? You would need a place to stay.
Ezra, didn't you say you have I don't think we should stay here.
Yeah, I want to try to find Fira and maybe stay at our place.
Your home. Okay. All right. At this point, Virgil looks at you and just says, "If it's okay with you, I think I'll stay at the temple. I'm quite tired. Yes.
What temple exactly?
This would be the Temple of Ilmater. It's by the port. You're all welcome anytime."
Thanks.
Are you done? You done?
Yes.
Okay. You can
Well,
do whatever you want, and we can meet up tomorrow.
Yeah.
He just kind of nods and slowly begins like staggering his way over there. It looks like Virgil as well as taking a bit of a beating, and also he looks exhausted.
Yeah. Okay. And I'm just gonna start walking.
Lead the way, Ezra. Follow.
Already 20
Follow
feet
too.
away.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So with that, you begin walking towards the kind of more the city center. And sure enough, Daru, you were the one that was asking about whether or not the sink looked like its reputation.
I was looking if there's any peacock and people that I could steal from.
Got it. Not really. You're probably the fanciest one here. Yet as you begin weaving through these crammed together alleys, you start to get into the more out of sight part of the city. And it definitely is a bit more of the shithole that it has a reputation of being. The streets are mostly made of cobblestone, and there are areas that are completely flooded over. And you see Ezra, you start to realize maybe those knee-high boots are actually not so impractical, as you are wading to about the mid-shin through murky water in many areas of the sink. When finally you kind of crest one street where you get a bit of dry land, where there are these small apartments that seem to be sitting just above the water level. And sure enough, Ezra just whips out a key that's on a chain of keys and unlocks this almost like water-rotted, molded door that just kind of like creaks open.
Fira!
And
Fira!
so Fira, you hear Ezra calling your name very loudly.
Fira, are you in here?
Yeah, I'm at the back.
I'm gonna run over there.
Okay. You run over. So do you want to do either of you want to describe what your apartment looks like, or do you want me to?
Can you do it?
Sure. So, as you step in, it's pretty humble. It's there's seemingly no real carpet in here. It's actually, it looks like concrete, seemingly a defense against the constant water levels here. And with that, it's pretty cold. But there's, as you step in, there's just a small little living room area with a bookcase. There's a lot of plants in here. And then there's a lot of, I don't know how else to say it, but things that look like they would be used for some kind of, I don't know how else to say it, but like witchcraft or something. It looks like Ezra's shit, basically. You can kind of really tell. And sure enough, as Ezra steps back, you see Fira, who some of you may have seen before. The tall, half-elven woman, with her seemingly always this kind of arcane-looking fox.
That's awesome.
What's your fox's name? Is that a secret?
I didn't think of that.
So, you all see Fira. You seemingly have a place to stay for the night.
Fear, we have guests.
Welcome. How was your hunt?
Wipe my feet before I come in the house.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, Shafira kind of like looks around, and it seems like it's like no matter what, it seems like you can't really keep the moisture out of this place.
This is a great home you have here, Ezra.
It's okay.
Are you guys both witches?
Fear, are you a witch?
I am not.
Okay.
I've been confused as one before.
Should we
Okay.
like stay out of the basement?
Yeah, that's Ezra's stuff. Don't go down there.
I mean, you can if you want, but
You might come out looking a little different.
Sure. Okay.
okay, I'm gonna go find some blankets to throw on the concrete floor.
As a note, Daru, shortly after Fira said that, you felt this little chill, and you almost heard like this behind you, like someone just took a breath.
I like James's reaction.
Wow.
All right. First night. You can get through this. You can get through this.
You'll get used to it.
I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go like inspect all these plants. Look for medicinal plants.
Go ahead and make a. Are you proficient in nature?
I believe so. I also haven't. Well, I don't have it, but yes, I am.
Okay, go ahead and make a nature check.
19 plus 6, 25.
Holy shit.
25. Okay, so you're working on that. Anybody else?
I'm gonna sit in the corner and bust out a needle and thread and start kind of patching up my clothes that are all fucked up now.
Yeah. You watch as Hyde like takes off his kind of nice linen shirt and kind of begins kind of sewing it back together. There's claw marks through it, bite marks, and you see these blood stains, and you're like, man, it's like a white shirt. I don't know how you're gonna get that out, but he's working on it. Anybody else?
I just want to take my arrows and kind of like check over them and make sure they're, straight. True.
Yeah.
But
Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Before we go to bed, I'm going to start lighting some incense and look at Hyde. I'm gonna say, so what's the plan tomorrow?
15.
Well, I don't know about you, but I was looking to possibly pick up some armor. Appears I'm not as thick-skinned as I thought I was to be damaged this hard by little bastard goblins. Usually they're not that big of a problem.
Wow.
Maybe I'm just getting old.
Aren't we all? Are we gonna track down Griff?
If you guys don't have any, well, we know where he is, so could be easy work.
Okay.
Wait, you have other plans?
No, I'm just trying to think of a plan. Maybe we can make this easier for ourselves.
How so?
Well, we have to find a way to actually find him.
Well,
And from
If
what
what
I
he t-
remember, how far? No, he
it
had.
wasn't far.
It wasn't far.
The-
Yeah.
No, that was like right across the water. Like, we were within a stone's throw of the city when we came out of that cave.
Well, let's just say if we say the right prayers, I'll be able to locate anything on him. And we could just find him like that.
That would be very useful. What do you mean the right prayers? Is there something you need me to do?
Yeah, tomorrow morning, you can help me with something.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Alright, good night. I'm just gonna go into my room and shut the door.
Daru, remember, are you proficient in alchemy?
I have alchemist supplies, but I don't have them. But I am proficient in them.
So, but you're proficient in it.
Mhm.
Okay, so this is like kind of a double whammy. So as you're going around, you see a variety of herbs, vines, flowers, a lot of things that are kind of decorative. But you do see a lot of the decorative plants in actually one specific area actually seem to be plants that are often used by alchemists and herbalists for the purposes of healing, potion making. It seems that there's almost like within this living space a small little garden almost that's and funny, it's, I mean, you're a very educated guy. You took your college botany and all that. And as you look around, you kind of like realize that whoever's cultivating this little garden is actually using the kind of damp and moist environment of the this apartment kind of to the advantage to cultivate these plants. Currently, there's none of them that are in a place where the nectars or saps or petals or anything like that could be harvested, but they're in the process of doing so. So it's kind of there's a little bit more than meets the eye.
And does this look like natural, or like it's like someone set these all here from different places?
These look like they have grown in a very natural way.
Okay.
The tendrils of the vines and plants are kind of clinging to whatever they want. It does seem clean. It's strange. It looks extraordinarily natural, but it looks like the plants are almost growing in an intended direction, if that makes sense. Like they don't go anywhere where they would kind of be in the way, but any place that they can exist, they kind of have this total domain. I don't know if that
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I know you said they're not ready, but when Ezra goes like upstairs or wherever to her room, I'm gonna pick just a couple leaves of some medicinal plant and shove them in that wound from the were rat, and then just go to sleep, whether or not it does anything.
I'll say with that investigation check and your proficiency in alchemy, you do find a few petals of it's a certain flower called a bleed bloom, and this is used for a variety of buffers, drafts, and actually it's funny, the reason you know it is because it is one of the additives used in making bombs. But sure enough, you take that, you kind of like bite on it a little bit to kind of break the membrane of the petal, and then just kind of get a little bit of that juice in there, and you kind of quietly stuff it in that wound that you have.
That's it.
And does anybody else have anything that they'd like to do before a long night's rest? Okay. If that's the case,
Is James
I-
asleep? I thought he had something he was doing.
No, I'm listening.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to picture it in my head. Sorry.
Sorry.
if that's the case, I would like someone to roll a d6 for me.
I think Stephanie should do it.
Yeah. It's your
Alright.
guys' home.
5.
5.
Mm,
Wow.
my favorite.
Wow, that's interesting. Okay. So, with that, as you all take a long night's rest, you find yourself very quickly falling into what seems to be a very deep sleep and a very vivid dream that comes along with it. You find yourself in this wooded, almost fairy tale like place where you are surrounded by these people that look and dress very simply. And there are birds that are flying. The flowers here are extremely vibrant and colorful. Funnily enough, Daru, you actually notice a great deal of this like radiant red bleed bloom that is kind of growing alongside the kind of up and down the trees, almost like this parasitic, like uncontrollable vine. And as you're kind of walking through this grove, you're hearing, although the place is beautiful, you're hearing in the distant, you're hearing gunfire. And there's this faint red glow of just fire and death. And as you continue walking, you see a group of people stood kind of at the base of what looks like almost like a small hill where there are a few individuals that are standing above the others. And the ones standing above are wearing the branding of the sovereignty. And all the simple folk are kind of knelt under them in a variety of shackles and brands, and they're all being taken in different directions. Two individuals stick out. You see one, a tall man with, this would be a human, with kind of long shoulder-length black hair and a faint kind of 5 o'clock shadow that kind of goes all the way around. And when you see him, the feeling that you get is kind of this tornado of emotions. Is first you see, okay, this is a friend, this is someone that is safe, this is someone that I trust. Yet you see kneeling in front of him is one of these folks that are dressed in this simple attire, elven, also a pretty tall guy, wearing also with black hair, this time much shorter, and these kind of furs that go around the tops of the shoulders. And you just feel this overwhelming sense of dread as you see this individual. The identification that comes to your mind is father. And just as you have that realization, and the realization that this family friend of yours has betrayed you, you watch as he brandishes a hand cannon, and there's a flash of white, and you hear yourself screaming. And with that, you all jolt awake. It's still at this point in about the middle of the night. Ezra, you recognize the individuals in the dream. Do you need me to tell you?
No, I know who they are.
Okay.
I'm gonna get up and walk over to Furia's room and just lightly knock.
Okay,
Would
Fira?
I be able to have a dream? I mean, like, be put to sleep?
You meditate. So
Right.
you can still have like dreams and visions while you're meditating.
Okay.
So, Fira, I mean, with that being said, you're still alert when this happens. So this is for you almost like having a waking dream, and it's still very jolting to come out of. And as you do, after a little bit of time, maybe about 60 seconds or so, you hear this light knocking at your door.
I open the door and I just look at Ezra, and we feel like the same thing without saying anything.
So the two sisters kind of look at each other, and I mean,
Just gonna hug her.
Yeah.
What was that?
I don't know.
So this is a different dream than the reoccurring one I've been having?
Yeah, this is.
Okay.
You have not seen any of the. You haven't seen the individual from the dream that you've been having.
Okay.
As a note, Fira, at this point you are beginning to feel the. It's strange. You feel this almost hurricane of emotions that are almost a little bit intrusive. Like you feel like you don't know where they're coming from. This lack of control, this feeling of confusion, doubt, uncertainty, fear, and you don't know where it's coming from. You don't have any reason to feel these feelings. And you can kind of hear stirring outside your room, and you look around, and all of these strange guests that have come to stay here seem to be kind of all been jolted awake. And at this point, Daru, you feel a pretty intense headache.
I've been holding on to that orb thing, the marble, so I just kind of set it down.
You
Take
pull
it out
it
of my pocket. Yeah, set it down.
Okay. You reach into your pocket, and as you pull it out, it has actually been fractured into two pieces.
Oh, that's interesting.
And as you touch it, it's still kind of like it's resonating somehow. And as you pull it out, that headache of yours gets a lot worse. But if you kind of force yourself to, you look at these things, and it's you're almost getting like a motion artifact as you look at it, where it's leaving like this floater imprint of itself in your vision that lasts for about a second as you move it. So it's almost like you make this like it's like tracing through your vision, these two pieces. Whatever it is, it seems to still be active, but it's just kind of broken into these two tiny little shards.
Just look over at Hyde and Asher if we're in the same room.
And you just have these in hand.
Yeah, I scoop them up into one hand.
Yeah. So Hyde and Asher, you see what Daru's holding, the same shard from the boat resonating. You would also notice, as you look at Daru, um, he's got a very noticeable nosebleed.
You guys have that dream too? I think you're muted, Eddie.
I look at you curiously, see your nose bleed. You're bleeding.
What happened to the? How did it split?
I mean, hell if I know. How did it turn from a chunk into a marble in the first place? I've got lots of questions for this thing.
Where did you find that?
Inside of me?
Yeah, you don't remember that?
Was that what that was?
When Virgil pulled it out of me, it turned into a small marble instead of a chunk of some crystal.
Are you
I
a
don't-
fugitive?
My name's Daru, by the way.
I'm still Asher.
Good to know. And yeah, I suppose I am.
Okay.
I haven't killed anybody. Just, I don't think.
Okay.
Who are you running from?
I mean, whoever
If you don't
wants
mind me asking.
the law, I suppose. And the college, I suppose. And probably my family as well.
Hyde and I are on the run too.
You two are?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
long story. Yeah, you're not the only one running from something.
Maybe we could watch each other's backs.
Yeah, that'd be... He's just grabbing his head, clutching at his hair. That would be nice.
It's rough going at it alone. You need friends.
It's nice to have friends. Better than enemies.
Well, I got your back.
Should we, I mean, you guys saw that killing, right?
Yeah.
Is that who you're running from?
I never seen him before.
Do I recognize him?
No?
Okay. It's only a dream.
It might have to do more with the mental connection that we all share now.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Could be one dream.
Seem to
Could
be
be a
sharing.
combination of multiple people's dreams. We don't even know.
Could be Virgil, but
As
Maybe
a
it's-
note, when the scream the dream came in, it was coming from you, and it was feminine.
or I note the missing 2 people.
Are Ezra and Farah, are you both in Farah's room? Are you still in the doorway, or have you kind of gone out to the group after seeing them
I would
kind
have
of discussing?
I would have waited for Fira to let me know what she wants to do.
I hear them talking, so we seem kind of interested to see if maybe they had the same dream.
Okay.
And then go over.
As you begin walking over, they're talking about it right now. You can tell that it seems like everyone had the same dream.
Did you guys just have a dream too?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It would seem so.
So we're all just
Seems so.
sharing. We're sharing dreams. We're sharing thoughts.
Did you guys know the people in the dream?
We did.
What happened?
Wait, just so I'm sure it's who I think it is. Is it pertaining to my father?
Yes.
Okay, and Pholus, right?
Yes.
Okay. Something I don't like to talk much about. But a while back, my father was killed, betrayed by his best friend. And that was who was in our dream. I don't know the meaning of it. Why would we have this dream now? And why would we all share it?
The boat times.
Yeah, it has to do something with what happened on that boat. I'm looking at
Okay.
Daru.
I mean,
Yeah,
as you look at Daru, you're seeing he's holding these two crystals that are kind of still pulsing with this like purplish glow.
What is that?
And the longer you look at it, it begins to make your head hurt.
it's the thing that was stuck in me. That got pulled out, turned into a ball, cracked when I woke up. I say this as I'm staring at Fira. I don't think we've met. My name is Daru, and I toss you one of the halves.
Hi, and I give it to Ezra for her to inspect it,
You
thinking she
catch
would
it.
know what to do with it.
I'll grab it. I don't know what to do with this. Can I look at it? Is it magical in any way?
Really,
I
I was
don't
just
have
seeing
any.
if it would react to her touching it.
just gonna,
Ezra, make an Arcana check.
15?
15. It's hard to tell. There's no runes on it. It would make sense if it were magical. Very difficult to tell.
I don't know what this is. You want it back?
Please.
At this point, you hear what sounds like a thud against one of the windows. And then there's this faint bit of blood smeared against the window.
I'm gonna
Stand
go
up
to the
and look
window and
at it.
open it.
You open it, and there's a what looks like a raven that has tried to fly through the glass, and it's twitching. It's barely alive.
Oh my god. I'm gonna climb out of the window.
I mean, it's right on the window, so you can just grab it.
I mean, okay, I'm gonna grab it.
So you like bring it. So you watch as Ezra's like cupping this pretty badly hurt raven. at this
And I'm
point.
gonna go and I'm gonna put it
That
on top
happened
of my
often.
cauldron.
You're gonna put it where?
On top of the cauldron.
Okay.
Or like inside, like I'm just gonna like kind of tuck it in there.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna kind of like stare into its eyes and just kind of touch its head.
Okay.
I'd like to mentally communicate with specifically Hyde.
Okay.
Just ask him, Hyde, a dead Raymond, is that a omen sent by the Beastmaster?
It's possible.
This has never happened before, right?
By the way, you all heard that.
Oh, even though I tried to do it just to hide?
Yep.
Beastmaster?
Fira, at this point you feel this strange, like almost caressing feeling going like down your head and like across your back. It's
Like a chill.
It's not a chill. It's
It
actually a
gave
little
me
like
chills.
it's a little like comforting, almost as if like a large hand is like stroking your back.
Yeah.
But it's not.
Real.
Yeah, it's strange.
I look around and I'm having thoughts in my head like if there's another presence with us.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Perception.
You guys live in
If
a
you're
haunted
with
house.
us, send us a sign.
There's a giant fucking
Okay.
Ouija board on the floor.
Yeah.
25.
25.
Damn.
Wow. Okay. Well, with that, as you're looking around, you don't notice anything here. The temperature in the room is the same. It's warmed up since you've had all these visitors in here. You do notice that as Ezra is kind of caring for this bird, you feel like as you're looking around the room and you focus on the bird, the more you look at this bird, you feel like you can almost understand what it feels and that you can almost feel it yourself. Like you can almost feel its pain and you can almost feel the comfort of being cared for in a wounded state. And as it kind of gives you some pause, you're like looking into this bird's eyes, and the rest of you watch as Fira's eyes go almost completely black. Not like Ezra's, where they just completely go black over, but her eyes just dilate massively. And it actually looks like the eyes of a bird. And Fira, go ahead and roll a d4 for me.
That's cool.
Oh no. Is it a triangle one? This one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And how do I know what number?
It's the one on top.
1.
1. Okay. So, Fira, you feel wind across your face and your feathers, and you feel yourself kind of soaring through the air, and you hear this high-pitched noise that is disorienting, and you feel like you are having a hard time weaving your way through these buildings. And just as it stops, you see yourself headed right towards a building with one open space. So you kind of dive down to thread the needle through this open space that you see. But you hit some kind of invisible barrier, and there's this shooting pain in your neck. And you find yourself twitching on a windowsill. And you kind of come to. You suffer 4 points of psychic damage.
Ooh.
And as part of this, you have unlocked the psionic feature for having a shared dream. I'll add it to your sheet, but you've unlocked your kindred vision.
Mm.
So anytime you make an animal handling check, you add a d4 as a psionic boon to it. And then you have an active ability where you can make a contested mental check with any animal, and you can see through their eyes for 1d4 hours.
That's so fucking dope.
Yeah,
That's
Pretty
cool.
awesome.
Yeah.
So you watch as Fira's eyes kind of like normalize, and she shakes her head. And once again, she kind of like has a tiny bit of a nosebleed and kind of looks over. And Daru, you notice she has a nosebleed and just kind of wipes it off.
I just give her the little like, hey, you got something in you got a little hanger.
I'm like fluttering, like I didn't know that I had spaced out. I'm like, what just happened? I had a weird sort of like vision where I was looking through this bird's eyes.
Well, that might have been my fault. Passively, I'm not sure. Or the stone's fault. None of us really know.
You don't know where that stone came from?
Came from inside him.
Everything is kind of very blurry. I remember waking up on the beach with this thing, but different inside of me.
What about before?
Before I made a contact with somebody who helped me sort of set up the situation for me to get on that boat. And then it's a little blurry from there till the crash.
Where are you from?
Mag City.
It's not
My
far
name's
from
Daru,
here.
by the way.
Daru. You know, why are we protecting you?
Well, that's why I didn't tell you my name until now. I don't know why. I guess that's up to you.
I mean, I'll protect
okay.
anyone from the sovereignty. Don't get me wrong, but
Well,
I don't know.
He's,
I don't think
he's
any
with
of us are
us.
protecting each other.
I mean,
Not really, at least. We're all just seem to be running from something, whether we'd like to admit it or not.
well, I mean, we're all linked at this point, so we might as well work together and figure it out.
See where it takes us.
I've had questions for a long time about, why I can kill people with no weapons. And now it seems you guys are all linked up some way into that.
Were you like that ever since you can remember?
Not quite. Always been a little bit of a strange kid.
Well, I say we all get some rest. Talk about it over breakfast tomorrow before we leave.
I agree.
Asher's already fallen asleep.
I still have the bird in the cauldron. Is he still alive?
The bird's alive, just hurt.
Just hurt.
How hurt?
Like, it's doesn't seem to be able to fly right now.
You're not gonna kill that thing, are you? I mean,
Asher's asleep.
I mean, I don't kill unless it's time to die. I don't know if it is. Can anyone help him?
I could try to heal it.
Okay, I'm gonna kind of hold it closer to Fira.
Okay. So I cast Healing Word on it.
Okay.
And I get 8.
Okay, I mean, yeah, it's a raven. It's got like half a hit point, but yeah. So yeah, we're dealing with decimals here. But as you watch the sphere kind of like leans in and almost whispers a single word to this little bird, and there's this faint little white flash, and the bird just kind of stops finicking, just kind of looks around, almost a little bit confused, and then just kind of like hops up and is now kind of flying around the room, and it kind of flies to like one of the corners of the room on top of the refrigerator and kind of is just like looking out at all of you.
Is there some crackers in the kitchen? I'm gonna find some crackers in the kitchen.
You're gonna try to feed it
I'm gonna
crackers?
try to feed the crackers.
Okay, make an animal handling check.
Really want a cracker.
Curl over.
I don't think my
for that.
animal handling. Oh, my animal. Ooh, 22.
22.
Damn.
Okay. You watch as this raven is sitting there kind of squawking almost defensively at all of you here now that it's kind of got its full strength back. Asher, it wakes you up. You watch as Ezra just like makes this little clicking sound and just goes over to a cracker, and sure enough, this raven just like nips it out of her hand and is just totally cool being around Ezra.
Birds eat crackers.
I didn't know either.
I heard that it makes them blow up.
Well, we have another guest here. I'm gonna leave the window open. And
That's fine.
you can come in and out if you like. Okay, good night, guys. I'm gonna run to my room.
Okay. All right. So with that, you guys can make the changes of a long rest.
Okay.
And with that, we can start the next day, and you guys can do whatever it is you please.
Early in the morning, I want to get Hyde,
Okay.
and I'm gonna bring him into my room.
Whoa,
Duh.
moving fast.
And I'm gonna have my little cauldron prepared with the 6 symbols.
Okay.
And I'm gonna hand him the one that's carved into like a dragon turtle.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna start my daily ritual, and I'm gonna take the one that has like the fat human on it.
Okay. So you watch as what does that look like?
It looks like a really gross fat human. Like, it's just that.
It's like a wooden charm.
It's like a
right?
wooden charm, yeah.
So you watch as she pulls out this small wooden charm that's like this, like grossly overweight, like almost undead-looking ghoulish sort of thing that's completely bloated and like swollen. And it actually looks like it's got this like 4-fingered hand that it's like stuffing its face with, that it has like these sharp teeth, many of which are missing, just greedily like feasting on some kind of flesh or something like that.
As she hands me the dragon turtle, thank you. What is this for?
This is where we're gonna get our power from. The power to guide us today.
Okay, what do you need me to do?
Need you to place it in the cauldron.
Okay, so I do.
And I need you to tell me, have you always been this way?
Pretty much.
You were born like this? Were you
Yeah.
cursed?
I don't know what it is. But as long as I have it under control, everything should be okay.
You know, that charm reminds me of you. You're a force of nature. And you can control it.
That's what I've been using the last few years to work on. Not to ever let it see the light of day.
And then I'm gonna drop the one that I have in. And
Okay.
my eyes are just gonna go black. And then I'm gonna start, or like the purple mist is gonna start overflowing, and that's pretty much gonna be it for now.
Okay. So you watch as this cauldron just begins to steam, kind of randomly, and you hear these charms almost rattling together, like they're somehow fighting or something like that. And the purple mist of that ghoulish creature begins to mix now with this almost like dark black and red mist from this dragon turtle.
Okay. So if we want, I can locate any object within 1,000 feet of me. So we can figure out exactly where he is, and we could either stealth in or talk to him.
Remember any object that he said he might have on him?
Yeah.
Alright, well, let's track that and see where it leads us.
Okay. Alright. Do I have any food in the fridge? Do I even have a fridge?
There's a fridge.
There's a fridge. Is there any food in there?
There's a
I've
tiny
got some-
bit.
Do I still have that venison?
Yes.
Alright. Well, I'll bring that down and I'll help you cook if that's okay.
Of course. Yeah.
Okay.
Wait. And I'm gonna use actually. No, that's fine. That's fine, actually. I'll just find whatever I can and put it together outside
Okay.
the fridge.
All right.
I'm gonna wake everyone up really excited.
Okay.
I made breakfast for you guys.
It's calling it breakfast is
It smells sour.
yeah, it's not
It's a little
horrible or
old.
anything. It's just it's like leftover or like old, not old food, but like it's like stale crackers and like there's just it's not spoiled or anything, but it's just not the freshest. And there's
I cut
enough for
the,
6 people.
I cut the venison into like little like salami round
Yeah.
pieces and
Yeah.
And I'm gonna pour a little bit of my black ash on top of my food. And I'm gonna say my little prayer. And I'm gonna eat.
Okay.
You just put ash on your crackers?
She does that a lot.
I'm just gonna keep eating.
Dude, that's gross.
You want
Asher,
some
don't
on
be
yours?
rude.
It adds flavor.
You got different tastes.
I'm gonna try to put some on his plate.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Okay, then if you don't want any, don't complain about me eating it. I'm gonna keep eating.
Is it like dead body? Is it plant or neat ash?
It's plant.
Oh, I
What, do you
I
expect
have
me to
one on
eat?
my salami.
Do you want me? Do you think it was human? Creature?
You know, kind of, yeah.
I'm gonna spray some on his, or put some on his food. Here you go.
Thank you. Boy.
You taste it? It weirdly, it actually just kind of provides a. You don't know what this stuff is, but it's not like just ash that's regular. It weirdly tastes like it almost gives it a bit of a smoky and like savory flavor.
Can I smell that?
No,
Damn it.
actually, it smells just like ash, but when you taste
Okay.
it, it's almost like it's you know, like how they have like liquid smoke. This is like
Yeah.
powdered smoke.
Okay.
It's strange.
That's why I was wondering if I could smell it. Like, oh, I might add
No,
that.
no, it doesn't smell like what it tastes like.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay.
Appreciate you
You,
letting us stay here for the night. Ezra and your sister's name is
Fear.
Fira? Nice to meet you,
No
Fira.
problem.
I'm Hyde. This is my brother,
Nice to meet
Asher.
you. Are we gonna go to the Huntman's Lodge?
Yep.
Oh yeah. I need to. I'm not sure if they'll have it, but I have. Usually, I got a backpack with a bunch of things in it. So maybe if it's not there, would you mind going somewhere else with me? Kind of don't want to be walking around alone.
I'll go with you.
Of course.
Okay.
Okay.
Is the Raven still there?
No, the Raven's gone.
The Raven's gone?
Long gone.
Okay.
So with that, are you all now going to the Huntsman's Lodge?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. So, sure enough, as you walk up the kind of massive wooden steps and enter, you see directly to your left is Bard, the dwarf that's behind that kind of really fancy glass that you can interface with. And if you want to buy anything, you can speak with him.
I think I already got everything I wanted to, so Ezra's gonna go up there pretty quickly, get her order, and walk away.
Okay.
Hi. I would like a longbow, please.
Longbow. Okay. Yep. And then he just kind of jots something down, and with that you'll have. Oh, funnily enough, Fira, you weren't part of the last hunt, so someone's gonna have to cover you.
Ah, that's true.
So
Wait,
I
wouldn't we
believe-
get 500 from the Manicore?
No, you essentially
Credit.
just got entry into the guild for that.
Oh yeah. Okay, never mind. I just turn around. I'm like, I'm fine.
I would give you my dagger, Fira, but it doesn't come out of my hand.
Can I get a longbow?
Okay.
Asher, you already have a bow.
Yeah. What
I
the
give it
hell?
to Fira.
Aww.
Oh, you
Aw.
bought one and gave it to her?
Yeah.
Nice.
Aww.
Thank
What a
you.
nice kid.
I got a longbow?
You have a longbow.
Nice.
You don't have any arrows. Arrows are $5 a pop,
Ooh.
and they're 20 if you want a silvered arrow.
Okay.
Let me get 5 silvered arrows.
Okay, that's 100 credits, so you've got 250 left.
And then let me get 40 regular arrows.
Okay, 40. You have 40 regular arrows. So you've got $50 of credit left.
I'll walk away.
Okay.
I'm gonna give
Like, is
Fira
that-
20.
Okay, Farrah, you have 20 arrows.
Nice.
Is that as a
Thank you.
group fund? Do we have that much?
No,
Yeah, you guys are fucked.
It's per Asher, Ezra, Daru, Hyde
Yes.
have access to this.
Alright.
So you have 500 to spend, Hyde.
Okay. Alright, well. I go up to him and I ask him if he has a breastplate, possibly.
Yes, a breastplate would run you 300.
I give him the 300 for it.
Okay.
That should be all I need.
Okay.
And do you know where I can, I know this appears to be a random question, do you know where I can get the stains out of this shirt?
He looks at it and he goes, there's a few people around here who can. And he looks over and he says, "Hey, Damon." And you see this tiny little, like, gruff and old and mean looking gnome. Like if Bruce Willis was a gnome, that's who it would be. You see this massive cigar, like dimly lit, coming out of one side, and he just goes like, "So what do you want?" And he just goes, "Hate to ask, but got a friend here that's got a little bit of a blood stain problem. I know you don't like doing it, but if you could just kind of..." And Mazai just goes, "Huh," and just kind of walks over to you, like looks you up and down. And this line, it kind of takes his cigarette and just kind of like shakes it a little bit, shakes the ash off of it, and then just kind of like waves his hand a little bit, and you watch as the blood stains just like fade away. And then with that, he just looks at you and just goes, "First one's free." Just puffs out his cigarette and then like slowly backs away.
Thank you. I just walk by or walk away from him.
Hey, Hyde.
Yes.
I mean, your sort of attire isn't very. Next time it gets dirty, just ask me. I can help you out.
Appreciate that. I know it seems odd, but these clothes mean a lot to me.
Oh no, trust me, I get it. I walk up and hello, good sir. I just need a huntsman coat.
Huntsman's coat. Yep. This is going to cost you 100.
Okay. Thank you. And yeah, do we see this menu, like there?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So, I see you got a whole bunch of stuff. You got a whole bunch of the products from alchemy, but do you just have like the base? Like, I sort of lost everything. I need some vials, some maybe a Bunsen burner.
Oh, yeah, I think we got a shit around here. Let me see. I can give you a basic chemistry kit. Run you about 150.
That'll do. So 250 left.
Yeah, you got 250 left.
And okay, so like out of the game, what the hell is an herbalism kit? Wouldn't that just be like scissors?
An herbalism kit would more be along the lines of like a mortar and pestle and like the things you would need to. It'd be essentially like it's essentially almost like doing like dry chemistry.
Okay. If you've got an herbalism supply kit, also, I'll take that.
Okay, he'll sell you that for 100.
Okay.
Oh, I almost forgot. I come running over. Are you all finished up, Daru?
You can do what you need to do. I'll step aside.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut in.
That's good.
A couple things I thought might be useful on our trip. You have a multi-tool I could buy off of you?
Yep.
And possibly some type of anti-venom.
Anti-venom is going to be 50, so that's a total of
125, I think.
25. Yeah.
Okay, I give him the 125. Okay.
Did you already get armor?
Yeah.
And Ezra, you discussed you wanted that one thing as well, that extra
Yeah.
thing.
The extra
Okay.
thing, yeah.
Okay, just mark that off of all your. I think you have 50. You have
completely out of money. I
Okay,
thought.
yeah.
I'm completely out of money with everything.
Oh, because that's what it was. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I will also buy a bomb.
Okay.
75. I think I have 100 left.
Okay. Yeah, you buy a basic bomb.
So, Alex, what would that multi-tool count as, or should I just custom make it?
The multi-tool is it's Tinker's tools and a jeweler's kit.
Okay, gotcha.
As a note, Daru, this is an alchemical bomb.
Ooh,
So
okay.
it's essentially like this alchemical vial, and it's got a thin membrane that is separating two volatile reagents.
I very carefully pick it up and have like a brief flashback.
Yeah.
Very carefully put it in my bag.
Yeah. As a note, like, you'd have to, I mean, pretty purposely break this. Like, it's made for the purposes of, like, not breaking unless you throw it at someone. That being said, yes, this basically is like a little bit safer than like a stick of TNT.
Okay.
So,
Does anyone have any extra money?
$25?
I have 50.
Yeah, 75. What is it you need?
dude, that's 150 total.
Can we buy some aromatic bases? However many you guys want. Gonna need a lot of them.
10 each.
$10 each?
Oh, I'm just reading. That's how much it costs.
Yeah, it's 10 each, yeah.
Yeah, they're 10 each.
Where's that?
Yeah, I don't mind.
Okay.
I'll give you the 25 or 20, I suppose.
Yeah, I'll just take 20. So I'll buy those arom. And you guys can keep the rest if you want to save them.
What is it you were getting?
The aromatic bases.
Aromatic base is a component for making a potion.
Oh,
For certain kinds of potions.
Oh,
Gotcha.
we never. I don't know if you did this, Jackie, but I never. What recipes do I know?
Oh,
Formulas.
yeah.
and
Is
all
there
that.
any known recipes?
Yeah, you would start with 2. So real quick, because I don't want to spend the whole time fucking playing around with alchemy and shopping. Both of you go ahead and roll 2 d20s and tell me what you roll. Let's start with you, Ezra. Just roll 2 d20s.
9 and 5.
Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait. Okay. Go ahead and roll a d4.
2.
2. Okay. Wow, this is almost fitting. So your first recipe that you know is Devil's Spite.
Ooh.
It is it's a coat, so it's like an oil, a viscous oil that you put on a weapon.
Uh-huh.
And when you hit a target with it, they become unable to be healed
Oh shit.
until it's cured with a restoration spell.
Okay, alright. Cool.
The second one you know, go ahead and roll another d4.
1.
1. You know how to make a potion of fire resistance.
Okay.
Daru, go ahead and roll 2d20 for me.
Rolled a 1 and a 20.
A 1 and a 20.
Ooh.
Splitting the gap.
Okay. I only need you to roll 1d6 for me, please.
3.
Okay. So you know how to make a charm buffer. So that is a potion that it gives you advantage against charm effects. And you know how to make a methallium potion. So
okay.
So with this, if you have so this is basically making an alchemical potion out of orchard glass or methallium, and you can cast certain spells into it. So this is almost like a weird, like, academic research thing that almost no one in the world knows. and it's highly like you would never find this substance. You just know of it, and you're pretty confident that you could work with it if you ever came across this incredibly rare substance.
The theoretical recipe.
Exactly,
That's
it's a
fucking
theoretical
cool.
recipe.
Got it.
I can't believe you. Okay.
Not very useful for me, but useful for the group.
Okay.
I think we're all set.
Okay.
So are we all broke now?
No. I only spent 20 on the thing, so you guys
Oh,
are
okay,
keeping
okay.
your money.
Cool.
Okay. Do you guys have any other business, or are you ready to
Ready to go?
head to it? Okay.
Question
Um,
about the silvered arrows.
Yes.
There's no bonus to them. It just does damage against.
Against
Like-
certain creatures that otherwise you might not damage, yes.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought.
Okay. So with that, you guys head out. As you begin exiting the sink, and you make your way towards, presumably making your way back towards the way you came. As a note, just for brevity, we'll say that you stopped by the Church of Ilmater. And upon entering, you will have seen this kind of middle-aged human individual with like kind of salt and pepper hair and beard, who's dressed as a reverend. This is Reverend O'Malley. He would meet you at the door. O'Malley. He would meet you at the door and tell you, sorry, Virgil's having one of his bad days. I'm afraid that he won't be able to join you today.
Okay.
I'll
Come back.
be sure to let him know you stopped by.
Yeah,
And with
give him
that-
our regards.
With that, I'll say, Ezra and Fira, what are your passive perceptions? You too, Asher.
14.
14? So Ezra,
Mine's 15.
15. Okay, Ezra and Fira for sure. You notice in the back
You said
room,
perception?
passive perception.
Yep.
Yeah, 16.
16. Okay, so then the three of you, you would notice in the kind of back behind like the pews and behind the podium, there's this door that's closed, and there's just this like flashing light and this shadow that's like pacing back and forth. And you're hearing like, you feel like you almost, it's strange, you can almost hear the light, if that makes sense. It's like this shimmering, like, angry sound.
Okay.
Can I use my super mental powers to feel this clergyman's emotions?
Make a wisdom check, or this would be an insight check, and add a d4.
Come on, you stupid fucking. Much better than that. 25.
Jesus.
I'm
Oh,
at
no,
19.
He rolled really well, but okay.
Yeah.
You sense calmness, and yeah, it's hard to say. Like he's being truthful as far as you can tell, and it seems like he's seen this many times, and he's just very casually like, oh, today, sometimes you have a good day. Today happens to be a bad one, and we're gonna get through it.
So he's, okay, cool. I'll take that.
So with that, he just kind of says, well, Ilmater's blessings on all of you. And he just kind of gives you a nod and tips his kind of wide-brimmed hat. And other than that, you guys move on without Virgil?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna
So-
hand the statue that I found. It's like the opal, the rat.
The opal rat statue.
And I'm gonna give it to him, and I'm gonna say, "Can you give this to Virgil? Tell him it's a present from Ezra."
Okay. I'll be praying for you.
I'll be praying for you. Just gonna walk over.
Okay. He accepts it.
Okay, alright.
All right. So as you begin making your way out of the sink, there's no trouble at the gate. You see there's the watchman around, but you don't run into the lawmaster from Mag City like you did last time. And you begin making your way back. I'd like someone to give me a survival check, just to see if you notice any like tracks or things like that along the way. And
Okay,
two people go ahead and give me a perception check.
Okay. Let's see.
Do you guys want to do perception?
Yeah, I got 19.
Ooh, ouch. I did bad on the survival check. 3.
3? Okay.
I'll do the
Okay.
other perception check. Let's see. Oh, that's a natural one.
Okay.
I had a 19
We're getting the-
for
We're getting the boogers out of our eyes still.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you guys are making your way, how do you get to a point where it's this way? It's northeast.
Okay.
I mean, at this point, it's not even the survival roll hasn't even come into play yet. Like,
Yeah.
you know which you came from there. You know exactly how to
Yep.
get back.
Yeah.
However, Asher, you notice down the road, there's this faint, almost bit of smoke that's coming from a little further south, just beyond the tree line.
and
Maybe about like 150 feet out.
I'm gonna mentally note that to everyone, and then I'm gonna tell them I'm gonna go check it out really quick. I would like to stealthily move there.
Go ahead and make a stealth check.
When he walks off, I'm gonna cast locate object.
Okay.
On did he have something specific on that I can remember? The coat, the glasses.
I feel like you would have to, like, personally know what the object is. You can't just like see somebody's shirt and be like, I want to locate that shirt.
You can't
No.
do that.
No.
How about his shoes?
No.
Were they fancy?
It has to be some like an object that you like have touched before or like felt.
Damn it.
Like something specific that's like meaningful in some way.
Hide.
Like it was a pair of your shoes,
Okay.
then yes. But it's like you can't just be like, oh, what shoes was he wearing? I want to locate those.
Mhm.
Well, I thought I could do that.
No.
That's
Gonna
why
be
Toby
honest
the
with you.
hate tank throws his boots at people.
I'm just gonna look at hiding and be like, the plan isn't gonna work. I forgot how to magic.
Oh, you forgot how to.
Unnatural
And now
20.
I spent a second level slot for nothing.
Okay.
Well, you didn't spend the slot if you had nothing to locate. Like as you began to think about like what you could do it on, like there's no
Oh, okay.
you
Alright.
can't cast a spell.
Never mind, I still have it.
Sorry, we'll do this the old-fashioned way.
So Asher, as you crest the tree line, what you see is this kind of tannish looking Jeep that's got a variety of stickers on it, that the hood has been like ripped open and the engine inside is still smoking, and it is completely covered in vines. Like it looks like it has been here for like 100 years, with the way that the foliage is kind of like overgrown, yet the engine on it is still smoking and the paint looks pristine. You also see two smoking like feet that are not attached to a body. These look like goblin feet that are still standing upright and they're just smoking. And there's a variety of other like cindered goblin parts.
Oh.
And the vehicle itself, you see a little bit of text. It's hard to tell, but what you see is, it looks like it says Happy's Magic.
I'd like to pick up like a rock and throw it at the Jeep.
Okay. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh,
You throw it at the Jeep and it just kind of like clinks off. Nothing.
I would like to look around to see if there's anyone here at the moment.
There's no one here. There's
Okay, so
cindered bodies.
I'm gonna move a little closer and pick up a leg and throw that at the Jeep.
Pick up a goblin leg and throw it at the Jeep, and it kind of like
Yeah, I want to make sure it wasn't like a skin touches it and I get wrapped up in vines. But inside the, can I see inside the Jeep, like inside the actual cab?
it's completely like grown over.
Can't. Okay. But the motor's still hot.
Yeah, some of the vines are like steaming a little bit.
Is there a way I can store like Happy's Magic in my arm thing? Like just kind of like as a note for myself.
You could remember it, but yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm just gonna go back
Okay.
to everyone. There's like dead goblins and like a sheep that got overrun by vines. But
These goddamn goblins.
I don't think the goblins did it. They got like vaporized.
Do you think it was who we're looking for?
I don't know. The motor was hot, but it was buried under vines like it's been there for hundreds of years.
Yeah, let's go check it out now.
Okay.
Okay.
There's such thing as carnivorous plants.
That's what I was afraid of, so I threw a goblin foot at it. And
That's a
nothing,
good idea.
nothing happened.
I was smart not to go touching it.
Well, I touched it after that.
Oh.
What if they only ate people who were alive?
Well, I touched it and I didn't get ate.
Right.
You guys can go check it out. Is it off the road or is it?
It's on the road.
Is it like out of our way or no?
A little bit, but
A little bit.
I'll go take a look with the kid real quick.
I'll go with you.
Yeah, I'll stay.
You guys
I'll
are
stay
going
here.
check
You
it
guys
out.
want to stay put? Okay.
You guys
Gonna
go to
follow.
look, and it's at this point pretty much exactly what Asher had described to you. It's just these vines had kind of gone through and made a mess out of this. It almost looks, and based on the pattern on the ground, it looks as though these vines have almost sprouted up out of the ground and like halted this Jeep in its place.
Huh.
But the engine is
Oh.
hot, and it looks like it hasn't moved. Can I cut some of the vines?
Pretty
I'm gonna
easily.
cut some and put them in one of like the little.
As
vial-
you cut the vine, it's like it almost like shrinks into just this tiny little fiber
Oh,
as you separate it from like the base of it.
okay.
And now you're holding this little tendril. Actually, weirdly, make a. Are you proficient in medicine?
I am.
Okay, so I'm not gonna make you make a check. This is a strand of hair.
Oh,
What the fuck,
I'm
guys?
true as shit.
I was gonna say, would I know a little bit about druidity, like just from looking at stuff like this, with like background?
Yeah, I mean there are people that can sort of do things like this, but
Oh.
you're not 100% sure if this is you weren't like a druid yourself,
No,
so
no,
you
but
can't
I'm saying
say. But yeah, this is similar to stuff you've seen.
Okay.
Have I ever seen this?
No.
No. Yeah, this is really weird. I'm gonna put the strand in a little while, and I'm gonna go and show it to Fira.
Okay.
Is this something that you can do?
She says, holding a vial of hair.
Turn hair into a vine? I don't think I could do that.
No? Anyone here know what's going on?
I don't know much
Magic.
about it. It's some type of druid from what it looks like.
Can I follow the vine from the car to the root?
Yeah.
And kind of pull at the root a bit?
Okay. Make a strength check.
11.
11, you tug at it, you can't get it to uproot.
Okay.
Let me try something. I want to close the hood.
The hood's off.
Yeah.
It's been ripped off.
Oh, it's off. Okay.
It actually looks like the vines came through, came back around, and like ripped the hood off.
Okay, gotcha. So this thing ain't moving. Okay. Never mind then.
While they're all doing that, Daru pulls out the cracked orb thing, and has just been making attacks against the ground, but practicing and trying to focus whatever energy he has into not faintly visible, but like pretty visible long purple needles, like the tip of a rapier.
So trying to like apparate.
I'm trying to make my attacks visible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to apparate like the tip of a rapier that I can throw, and also like my rapier.
So it's like a little needle.
Yeah.
So as you do so, you begin to apparate this needle, and sure enough, it's actually like physically interacting with the earth and the bark of the trees.
Cool.
And it's strange. It's almost like a double-edged rapier blade, where it's like this thick, like double-edged needle that you can almost like twirl in. And I can imagine Daru kind of like almost like all the cool college kids do with like the pencils. They do those like
I can't do that.
yeah. I can't do it either. But I feel like you're doing that with like this,
and he's doing that.
There you go. Okay. Anyone else with the?
I'm gonna take note of it, and then I'm just gonna walk back.
Okay. At this point, it's about. You spent probably about 30 minutes.
30 minutes. Okay. Maybe we can come back and check this out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll just leave it for now. Okay. So we'll head back to you guys. Yeah.
Okay. So onwards.
Onwards.
Okay. So as you go on your way, Hyde, you lead them back to where you know that the place was.
Okay.
And what you see is that garage seemingly is gone. And you're in the same spot, but it looks like the mountain base has like extended, and it starts about 50 feet before it used to, and it's a much more like sheer cliff face. The mountain has like moved to encompass where you thought it was.
Alright, well that's weird.
So you're standing about 10 feet away from this like new cliffside that has just appeared.
Okay. I go up and like touch the cliffside and see if it's an illusion or something.
Okay. You watch as Hyde just like walks forward and disappears into the mountain.
Oh my god, I'm gonna follow him.
What?
That's not good though.
Okay.
Someone's expecting us. We're expecting people.
Okay. So you move forward, and sure enough, you're almost standing now within this like shimmering glamour, and there it is, the garage door that you recall being there.
Someone is hiding this.
This time, it appears to have some sort of like steel bolted locking mechanism, and there appears to be a small little, almost like computer like tablet that looks brand new.
Ooh.
That is connected to the. It's just like right off the base of this door.
I think it's safe to say that he's probably here.
Let me take a crack at it.
Go for it, kid. I'll keep a lookout.
All right. Time to hack. That's an 18. Hacking
18.
check.
Okay. So. Okay. So you have a certain amount of things you can do before the system is made aware of your presence. When you're in there, you have options for door control, light control. There's an alarm, and there are notes, or like there are files.
Is there an administrative program?
No, in terms of like interacting with the door and the lights, there would be administrative programs for those.
But there's no way I could rewrite it to
give yourself administrative privileges, you mean?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
That's like a leveled spell that does that.
Can I wirelessly connect the door and lights to my thing?
Not with the gear that you have.
Okay. Then I'm gonna disconnect, and I'm gonna say, all right, guys, I got a plan.
What's the plan?
Okay, I can open the door and turn the lights off, and I can get in there, and they won't see me. But you guys gotta wait for the lights to come on before you come in. You just gotta trust me.
Okay.
Why do you want to go in alone?
Okay. So we'll hide on like the sides of the garage.
I mean, anyone who can see in the dark is welcome to come. But
Yeah.
I'll go with you.
I don't need any light sources. Would be bad.
Okay.
But once the lights come on, get your ass in there, because that means they turn the lights back on.
You say you're gonna go with him, Fira?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll be the second wave.
You can
two
see in the
ahead.
dark.
I can.
Cool. Try to keep up. Okay, I'm gonna hack, and that's a natty.
Ooh.
No,
Nice.
you don't need to roll again. It's the same.
He's just
Still-
flexing his
flexing
hacking
it.
Okay. So you hack in. What do you want to do?
First thing I'm gonna do is start opening the door, and once it starts opening, I want to kill the lights.
Okay. You open the door, kill the lights.
I'd like to.
So both of you initially see there's a very long hallway with these like very low level like artificial lights. Way down the hallway, there's actually a bigger floodlight that is pointing toward the entrance. Not towards where you are, but it's like way down where you gather, where it's more into the actual warehouse, to where you guys had that encounter. There, you can see from here, there's like a big floodlight down there. All of that goes out.
Okay.
There's still a torchlight down there.
Oh, no. He's too far away.
So what are you doing?
I'm gonna start moving.
Do we come running in?
Okay, so Asher begins moving in. Is
He
anyone
told us to
following?
wait till the lights went on.
Yeah, we were supposed to wait. Yeah.
I'm gonna wait till the lights come on.
Okay.
Wait for the
Follow.
signal.
I follow Asher.
Okay.
So 3 people are going.
Daru, and whoever's going in, give me a stealth check.
Yeah, baby. That's a natural 1.
I got
Um,
18.
Plus,
21.
yeah, no, that's a natural 1.
So, as you are moving in, you see this faint torchlight that kind of comes off towards the right side. And Daru, as you're walking through, you notice kind of right above you, there's a faint, like, wooden, I don't know how to describe it, almost like a wooden platform that's suspended by ropes. Almost like this, like, middle story in this, like, catwalk above you. And you just kind of, like, look at it.
Is there anything on it?
You want to kind of, like, peek over?
Oh, yeah. Hello? Am I frozen? It's Alex.
No,
Is
Alex,
Alex
is
frozen? Oh no, Alex froze again.
Wonderful.
It's always in like the freaking most important moment. I guess. We
Well,
just
there's
wait
nothing
for-
there. We
freeze?
can move on.
Yeah, I guess we can just keep
Everything's
going.
good. Natural 1 doesn't matter.
Oh, is he back?
Yeah, I'm
Froze
back.
for a second.
I thought all you guys.
No, yeah. Oh, there we go.
Alex is gone. Yeah, there
There
you
you
go.
are.
Alex.
Okay. Fuck my connection. Okay.
So he peeks over.
I'm gonna give it a second to see if I'm actually back. Okay, I think we're good. Anyways, you peek over out of curiosity, and weirdly, you see this goblin that's on the platform that appears to be playing with these two toys that just, like, looks up, sees you, and then squeals, like,
Oh,
like going back and falls
It's okay.
down right kind of at your feet, and it's just a screaming goblin.
Oh, God damn it.
It's like, ah!
Gosh, do we go in?
Mentally, new plan.
I'd like everyone to roll initiative.
Oh, fuck.
I didn't want to kill him, but I mean,
Yeah, is this a child goblin?
that's what I was getting.
They're all child goblins.
Okay.
They all gotta die.
Did you signal us to come in, or are we still standing outside?
You
Oh, I
guys
just
are
said-
about 30 feet from the entrance.
Yeah, we're outside.
I just.
We'll say
I heard you, James.
Yeah, I heard you too. Yeah.
Mentally, I was like, new plan.
Yeah.
There's a goblin baby here.
13.
I got 8.
okay, hold on. Let me fucking. Okay, I'm getting. Please. Oh my god. Okay. This is fine. I'll just hide you. There you go.
Excuse me.
Oh, I guess I can get on Astral.
Yeah, we can go to Astral now. And Stephanie, did we ever get Astral working for you?
No.
Okay. Then
You're just gonna have to edit it.
Yep.
what you can do,
Just put the.
you could put the stream
on.
up.
Is there any
Yeah.
way you could like add my username?
I believe I have.
Now I'm freezing.
It's not that cold.
It's freaking so cold, dude. I hate it.
Oh, I meant my internet.
It's 34 degrees
I
here.
was joking.
It's 34
Alright.
degrees. No, fuck that.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, it was 18 when I went to get groceries at 2 a.m.
All right. Sorry. What are people's initiative?
Wow.
13.
25.
I got 8.
Give me 15 and above.
25.
Okay.
God damn.
It's a plus 13 to initiative, man.
And then
Jesus.
below 15.
13.
8.
11.
5.
Oh, shit.
Oh
We tripped by rolling a 1.
That
You're
baby
like-
goblin scared me.
Okay. So, yeah, I feel like my internet is not going to be able to handle me doing much of anything. So I don't think I'm going to be able to send you another invite, Stephanie. But you can pull up the stream and kind of try to look that way.
All right.
I'll have the map
Yeah.
up.
As Alex's room fills with smoke from his computer trying so hard.
Dude, it's fucking Xfinity is just pounding me. All right.
What's the stream platform?
Here I can send it
It's
to
on.
you.
Yeah, it's Twitch. If you look up "not even DND," all one word, DND. So for that, we'll actually just get started for everyone else, though. So Ash, you're gonna be the one that's furthest up. You will have been able to make it to this torchlight, with your movement unseen. 2, 3, 4, 5, and so far, make a perception check.
$15.
15. Okay, so through the burned house, you can tell that there are many goblins inside of here that are very much awake and have been alerted and are seemingly planning to attack.
Oh no.
Okay, I'd like to relay said information.
Okay.
And I'd like to take the torchlight out.
So we'll say that's action to take the torchlight out. And so now Ezra and Daru, I believe you guys are blinded. Unless you have
Yep.
okay. Torchlight's out.
Wait, then why were you coming with me at the first place,
No,
Dario?
we're not. Oh yeah, that's good. I was like
Oh.
back here.
Because I knew something was going to happen and I didn't want to be far away.
Yeah, you're the reason.
I know, I'm the reason that something happened.
I mean,
I love this group.
it's like he's a stealthy motherfucker. Could have happened to anybody. So
Yeah.
like, if you blame someone every time they get a natural one, it's just
No, it's just funny that he wouldn't have been able to see. The plan was I was going to turn all the lights off.
well, all the lights
Just
are off.
ran in the dark.
all the lights are off.
holding on to, like,
Ezra,
drip.
you and Hyde are at the base of the yeah.
Yep.
So Asher, what are you doing?
Oh, okay.
Lights are out. You have bonus action. Do you want to do anything with it?
Yeah, I'm gonna bonus action. Hunter's Mark, the closest one.
So that's the startled goblin, probably.
I mean Hunter's Mark, one of the closest in the cabin.
Sure.
So
Okay,
goblin
that's going to
8.
bring us to these goblins on the far side.
So you said I made it to the light hidden, right?
I mean, it's not pitch black in here because
No.
there's light coming from like this chamber, but you're pretty hidden. Go ahead and give me another stealth check at disadvantage.
Disadvantage. $16.
16. Okay. At this point, you see this other house here begins flooding with goblins. One of them climbs to the roof of it, and 4 of them run forth. Hyde, you hear a small force of goblins all yell. There's a war cry that is one word in Goblin, and they just say, "War!"
Oh god.
Okay. I thought it was gonna be fuck for a minute.
Yeah. That's
Started
going
a
to bring
war
us
with this goblin
to...
thread.
Okay. These goblins are going to flank out. Fan out. This one's going to go onto the roof. These ones are going to stay. We'll say for the purposes of this, any one of them that are in here are just going to stay. Asher, one of them sees you, and he is going to run at you, and he's going to take a swipe. That's a 15 to hit.
That hits.
You take 5 points of slashing damage. This one is going to run this way, and he's actually going to double dash and get into the space of Daru and Fira here. These 4 are going to pepper the entrance with Molotovs.
Oh no.
You guys are not close enough to be affected by it, but this whole area here is now covered in flame.
So we can't back up.
You can.
Oh, well, yeah.
Into the flame.
Okay, that is going to bring us to Ezra.
Where is Fira at?
Fira is...
She should be up with Asher.
She's with Asher.
Yeah, her, Asher, and Daru went in. If I was first, I would tell you what I could do, but yeah.
Yeah, no, it's okay. I'm going to Misty Step over the fire.
That'll work.
Actually, as a note, Ezra and Hyde, you guys are next to each other in initiative, so you can kind of mix and match what you guys are doing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, then I can look over at you.
Alright,
You wanna go
hop
first?
on. We'll get us through this, yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna say jump on my back, I'll run through this.
I'm gonna jump
Oh,
on his
try
back.
to-
Yeah, I'm totally gonna do it.
And then I'm going to bonus action rage and run and try to jump over the fire. Or jump like through it to keep us both from getting hurt.
Oh
Okay.
my god, when he's halfway, I'm gonna jump off his shoulders and I'm gonna try to land over here.
Okay. I'd like both of you to make an athletics check. Hyde, it's not at advantage because you have disadvantage for taking Ezra,
Yeah.
but you're raging, so it cancels out.
Okay. Oh my god, I'm rolling so great today. That's a natural fucking 1.
Dude,
Okay.
dude, I have a -1 to my athletics and I rolled a 2, so I got a 1.
This is because we haven't worked together before, that's all.
Yeah, we're getting used to it. We're sorry. Alright.
Okay. So, as you begin running through Hyde, as you're stepping through, you step on this loose bit of tile or this like plank that actually breaks under your weight right before you get to the fire, and both you and Ezra roll into the flames and through the flames. You both suffer 7 points of fire damage,
Oh.
and you just made it to the other side, and you are both prone. So the rest of you hear this like horrible clattering sound, and you see Ezra and Hyde, like their smoking bodies just like tumbling through in this like awkward tangle, and they just like roll through prone, like still smoking.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, Hyde, that was bonus action movement. You could use the rest of your movement to stand up.
Yeah, I'll do that.
and you're within melee of one of these goblins here.
Oh fuck yeah! I'll rip him apart.
What feature did you take?
Claws.
Okay.
Before he does that, can I cast Bless, or is it too late?
You could, yeah.
I'm gonna cast Bless while I'm on the ground immediately.
Sure.
On
I want
the three of us.
Who are you blessing?
It's gonna be Daru, Ezra, and Hyde.
Okay.
I think that's all that's in my range.
No. So, in my rage, I want to look at this goblin, and in goblin say, "This is your fault," and then just like grab him, like, and like throw him against the wall.
Okay.
So
Go ahead and roll your attacks.
Okay. 14 and 15.
The 15 hits.
15 hits. Okay. 9 points of damage.
9 points of damage. Okay. So with that, you take the goblin and just throw him into the wall, and there's like a bit of a splat, and his broken body just like bounces off and lands on the floor.
Oh no.
And his friend beside you, who is startled, sees you do that and looks over at you angrily and is like, "Fuck you." Okay, that's going to bring us to action. That's going to bring us to our goblin boss over here. He's gonna run over here. He can't quite close it in, so he's gonna dash. He's gonna dash through. They're mobbing you right now. You guys have your backs against a raging fire, and you're quickly being surrounded.
We do need a wizard.
We don't have AoE.
Yeah, someone play a wizard.
That is going to bring us to
Maybe I should have been a wizard.
the goblin Booyog.
Wait, what?
Is going to run this way. You see this you see this female goblin that is kind of like in these tattered like leathers and furs, who just runs over, and she is going to cast Ray of Frost on Asher. That is not good. That's a 7.
No.
Really low. So you watch as she just like begins like holding her hands, and this like blue mist begins to form, and it forms these sheets of ice. And as she fires it, it actually goes completely wide, and she's firing all over the place. And I need to roll on the wild magic table.
Oh, wow.
This is
So you watch as she does that, she's just like firing like Emperor Palpatine style, except it's ice everywhere. And then now her eyes are just glowing blue, and you can hear this like arcane attenuating hum that is coming off of her. And there's now like fire and like lightning crackling at her fingertips, and she is now just cackling maniacally.
Where is
For the
this
purposes of
person?
this, the next spell she casts within a minute does max damage.
Oh, that's crazy.
damn.
Which one is this?
The goblin
boss?
Booyog is over here. No, it's the
Oh, I
Booyog.
see it, I see it. Oh,
Okay, that's going to bring us to Fira.
All right, where am I next to Hyde?
Yeah, you're next to Hyde.
Mine says Virgil, right? Is that me?
Is there a Virgil on the map?
There's 2
Yes.
Virgils on the map for us right now.
What the fuck?
Wait, there's not for me.
Oh really?
Yeah, there's Fira for me.
It says
Really?
Fira and
Okay,
Ezra,
let me
Hyde,
try
and
to
Daru.
Can you guys like refresh your
I'm gonna
page?
refresh
Or...
it. Well, look, it's Fira.
Okay, there you go.
Look, there's 12
Okay,
Virgils.
It's
there,
just a
there.
second. Yeah.
All right, so how far away is the startled goblin?
It's like 5 feet,
5 feet.
10 feet.
Okay, I'm gonna try to do a melee attack with a short sword.
Oh shit. Okay, since Fira was there, can I bless her instead of me? I thought she was out of range.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Sure.
So you're blessed, so you can add a 1d4 to all your attacks.
Okay, go ahead and
Ooh.
roll, Fira.
Nice. 1d4. So to attack, it's a d20, right? To see if it hits.
And add a d4 to that.
Add a d4. And Daru, you're actually in the same, like on.
The same turn.
We can sort of
Yeah.
go together. Okay,
I'm doing a thing where you
I
guys
got-
can go together when you're next to each other in initiative.
I like
I
that.
got 12.
12 does not hit.
No.
Actually, he's still prone from being startled because he hasn't moved yet. So you actually have advantage. So go ahead and you can roll again. Don't roll the d4 again.
Okay.
You can just add whatever the d4 roll was, and if it's higher, you can use it.
Oh, that's 5, 17. So I got 20.
Okay,
Ooh.
that hits, and then go ahead and roll. Roll for damage, which should be a d6, I believe, for you, or whatever your
So
short
it's
sword is.
1d6 plus 3, so it's 8.
Ooh.
Okay. So you watch as Fira takes this kind of curved blade and just like slashes through the goblin after he yells his goblin curse at Hyde for killing his brother, and then just like falls down.
Did you just
okay,
kill
Fira.
a baby Fira?
Just kill the baby goblin.
You just killed a baby
Oh.
goblin.
That was actually baby Yoda.
Sweet.
Wow.
Okay, Daru.
Yeah, I was going. I like ran around the goblin expecting to attack it, and it just fell dead. I was like, oh, all right. Turn around and throw 2 needles at this goblin.
Ooh.
Okay, go ahead and roll to attack.
Natural 17. 3. 7 plus 8. 8 to hit.
Which goblin? Sorry.
Number 9.
Okay, the one on Asher. Okay,
Yeah.
so 8 damage. You said.
Those were the 2. I was just making 2 attacks and doing them
Well,
to hit.
maybe
first.
do damage for the first one.
Okay,
First.
good point.
Well, so he's within 5 feet, so you could use your sneak attack if you want.
No. 6 points of psychic damage.
6 points of damage. You watch as this like purple needle goes through and kind of stabs him like right in the throat. At that point, he's clasping at it, and there's nothing to clasp at, and he's just choking. He's still alive.
Oh no.
Okay,
So then you roll
yeah.
8 to hit.
8 to hit for the
8
bonus
to hit,
attack.
and
Yeah.
unfortunately that misses. Well, I mean, you could then use your sneak attack because you had nothing
Also,
else
you're
to-
blessed, so you can add the 1d4.
It added a 1.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Did you roll sneak attack dice?
I didn't, so that's an extra 8
Yeah,
points.
so
of
it's
damage.
once per round. So if
I realized I should do the hit and then damage now.
exactly. Yeah. So yeah, actually, with that, as he's choking, he is not quite dead, but he's gonna die within the next like few seconds. So he just kind of like falls down choking, and at this point, he's a non-combatant. He's just
He's dead.
yeah, he's basically dead. Okay, so that is going to bring us to. Let me see. That's going to bring us to this. There we move. Top of the round, Asher.
Okay, I'd like to move my hunter's mark to the witch bitch
Uh-huh.
and use Zephyr Strike.
Okay.
And I'm going to move.
Moving your hunter's mark is a bonus action.
That is
Zephyr
what I'm saying. Okay, then never mind. So just the hunter's
Zephyr
mark.
strike. Okay, hunter's
No.
mark.
Move it to Goblin Baba Yaga or whatever the fuck. And then I'll take an arrow attack at her.
Okay.
With a natural 20.
Okay.
And 1 and an 8. So 13 points of damage. Oh. And I forgot about the hunter's mark. So 18 points of damage.
18 points of damage.
My God, that's a lot.
I don't fuck around.
Asher
Okay.
does not fuck around. Jesus.
She is fucking hurt.
I'd also like to use whatever movement I can. I can move. I'm gonna run and hit the side of this shack, like right up against it.
Okay.
No, there's dudes on top of there, but and dudes inside there, but whatever. Try not to be like right next to a window or whatever,
Okay. Okay, so the Goblin Booyog is hurt. Okay, that's going to bring us to these guys. They're going to dash 50 to close the gap.
Oh my God.
Okay, and then that's going to bring us to these ones. These two are going to pop out through the cover and take shots at you.
Okay.
Asher, I'm going to say you have half cover.
Okay.
So I'll subtract 2 from their hit. So that's a 12 to hit
Doesn't hit.
and a 7 to hit.
Doesn't hit.
So they take shots. These ones are going to exit the house and run around and flank you and attack you with goblin batons. 17 to hit and 22 to hit.
Wait, could you say that one more time? You said 7 and then 22?
17.
17 hits.
Okay. So that's 7 points of damage and 5 points of damage for 12
Okay.
total. So these goblins run out and they're just like hammering Asher. Asher's at this point just being surrounded by these two goblins. Okay, that's going to bring us to Ezra.
I'm going to go ahead and move closer to what's his name? I'm gonna move closer to Asher, and then I'm gonna use how far away from me is he right now? I'm gonna move down here. Can I get it close enough to use Sanctuary on him?
Okay, yeah.
So I'm gonna bonus action Sanctuary.
Nice.
And then I'm gonna move away, and as I move away, I'm gonna go ahead and use Toll the Dead on Goblin 14.
Damn. There's
Okay.
14 fucking goblins.
That's
Jeez.
a natural one.
Ooh, okay. And has he been hit yet?
No.
No? Okay. It's gonna be 6 points of damage.
6 points of damage. As you kind of back up, you see this goblin just kind of like specifically yell at you, something in goblin, and you turn and just look at him, and then he just kind of shrinks away, and he like closes his eyes and just shakes, and then his head just pops.
Nice. Goblins are so much fun to kill.
And that's gonna bring us to Hyde.
Alright, you said there was his buddy was right next to me? Or
His buddy's dead. There's
Okay.
a
Is
shit
there-
ton of goblins over. There's 2 of them that are going in on Fira that's right in front of you.
Okay. Fuck it, I'll make attacks on each of those. I'll just run up
Okay.
it.
Fuck him up.
Yep. So a 13 and a 20. Not unnatural.
20 hits.
Okay.
Don't forget you're blessed.
Oh yeah, that's right. Hold on, 13.
So roll a d4 for that 13.
17. That
They both
hits.
hit.
Fuck
They both
yeah.
hit.
Yeah.
Noise.
9 points of damage to the first one, and 9 points of damage to the second one.
Do you want to describe these, or do you want me to?
So they go up, and are they like jumping at her, trying to grab her?
They haven't made. They're running at her, and you
Okay.
you ran in and interposed yourself.
I
and
want
they're
to
right next to each
catch
other.
both of them just before they get to her,
Yeah.
and then squish them into each other.
Okay.
Oh my
okay.
god.
So Kira, you see his hide kind of like jumps from the cliff face like down in front of you as these 2 goblins are leaping at you. And you watch as he catches them both, and one of them like lurches at you after he catches them. And in Goblin Hide, you can just hear him towards Fear. Like, yeah. And then Hyde just takes these two goblins and like smashes them both with his hands, and then almost begins like wringing them together to like make this weird like goblin soup in his hands. So that's gonna be these two down.
I sit here and I fucking hate goblins.
There's just blood sprayed all over Fira, and she hasn't even done anything yet.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
With that, the goblin boss is going to run up to you, Hyde, and he's just gonna yell in goblin. Well, goblins fucking hate you. And he's gonna make his attack. It's a 23 to hit.
Yeah.
For the first, and then a 15 to hit for the second.
The 15 also hits.
So that's the first one is 2 points of damage already halved. The second is 4 points of damage already halved. You watch as this goblin comes over, and after he says that, he just takes this knife and just begins stabbing you in the feet. And he's just like, oh, "Fuck you!
I'm fucking up my good shoes."
That brings us to the goblin Booyog. She is going to leap. An athletics check. Okay, she's gonna leap. Land here and roll a little bit. 1, 2, 3, and she's gonna bonus action Misty Step here.
Ooh.
And now she needs to roll on the wild magic table.
Wisdom check.
72. Okay. She gains resistance to all damage for the next minute. And then she is going to make a wisdom check to try to attack Asher. That's a 10.
That's a fail?
That fails. So she is instead going to fire we'll call this what's it called? Firebolt at Ezra. Fuck. That's a 3. So you watch as she begins looking at Asher, and she's just like pulling out these weaves of flame until she just has this massive like fireball, and it's less of her throwing it. She's more just like holding this thing, and she's just trying to drop it on his head, and she's like can't do it, and then she just like looks over. Her head snaps at you, realizing, Ezra, that you're the one that casted the spell, kind of realizing what happened. She's like, fuck you. And then just like tries to throw it, and it's just like too seemingly heavy for her. And then this like massive ball of fire just like rolls over and like unceremoniously just like scatters across the ground, kind of over in this area here. Okay. And I need to roll on the wild magic table again for her. In the meantime, Fira and Daru, you're up.
I guess I'll go.
As a note, as she does that, I need someone to roll a d12 for me.
I'll do it.
Okay, you do it.
D12. I got an 8.
8. You watch as the Goblin Booyog teleports here, randomly.
Man, that actually changes what I wanted to do.
Okay, so Daru, what are you doing?
I'm going to move to be flanking Goblin Boss with Hyde, and position myself and lunge forward with the little rapier.
Okay, you can add a +2 to your attacks for flanking.
Okay. 19
hits.
Uh, 8 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
And then I will disengage and move right back behind or next to Ezra.
Okay. Which is Daru kind of weaves his way through you guys, spins around the goblin boss, and just like drops a needle that just like lands in his back as he's stabbing Hyde's feet, which causes him to squeal in pain, and then he just like very skillfully weaves back through to behind us. Very nice. Fira, what are you doing?
All right, I'll also flank the goblin boss.
Okay.
And with my squire, try to attack.
Okay.
That's a 17.
17. Okay, that hits.
All right. And I got a 4 damage. Wait,
4 points
no.
of damage.
Yeah, 4 points.
Okay. With that, Hyde, you hear the goblin just scream out. It's like, ah, it stings! As Fira slashes across his back.
And as a bonus action, can I cast Firebolt to Goblin 15?
Firebolt is an action, not a bonus action.
Oh wait, no. Can I do Magic Stone?
Yes.
Yes. So I pick up 3 stones, and I put some magic into them, and try to aim one at Goblin 15.
So you can enchant the magic stones, but it has to be an action to throw them. So you can throw them on the next turn. You can also give them to someone else who can then throw them too.
So I'll make 3. I'll keep 1, and then I'll toss the other 2 in between Ezra and Hyde.
Okay. Ezra, you now have this magic stone and Hyde. As you're playing this goblin boss, you watch as Fira just like puts her boot down on his head and just kind of like kicks him into like the like river of filth, and then just like slashes across his back and tosses you the stone. You just see this like glowing stone that you're now holding.
Okay.
That's going to bring us to top of the round, Asher. You're muted.
Sorry. I'm going to use Zephyr Strike.
Okay.
I'm going to move away from these fuckers.
Okay.
To right here.
Okay.
And do I still have line of sight on the goblin?
I would say no. Due to her size, you don't.
Then, then for this shot, I'm gonna actually aim at Goblin 13.
Okay. Okay, yeah, the one up, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like this is a very Asher song that just started playing.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
right as he unmuted too.
You watch as Asher was sitting there like carried by these 4 goblins, 2 of them like shooting crossbows outside of the building, and 2 of them just beating on him with these clubs. You watch as this gust of wind comes out of nowhere and just like moves him about like 60 feet away. Just completely carries him away.
17.
17 hits.
Total of 11 and then an 8, so 19.
Okay. You hear the sound of your arrow shattering against the stone wall behind that goblin as it completely went through and shattered against the stone. This goblin doesn't even move as the entire arrow goes through. It just like stands there, just kind of like looks down and looks up at you, and you just see like a single tear fall down his eye, and then he just like falls to his knees and like looks up and then falls off the building and just makes a little splat into the river of filth.
And then I'm gonna use the last of my movement to get right here.
Okay. That's going to bring us to these goblins here. They're not going to bother chasing you. You're too far. This one's going to rally to Goblin Boss. This one is going to... also rallied to Goblin Boss. This one is going to throw alchemical fire at Daru and Ezra. And this one is going to take a crossbow shot at Ezra. That's a 19 to hit you, Ezra,
That hits.
for 6 points of damage.
Okay.
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Natural 18, so I held
Okay,
less.
yeah, you're fine. And then I need you guys to make dexterity saves.
12.
12. I need. That's actually a success. That's the DC.
I'm still blessed. 18.
18, yeah, you're fine. He throws this little vial at you, and it just like shatters behind you, and it's just this little bit of fire that just dies out immediately. Not a very strong brew, that one. He actually looks a little frustrated. Okay, that's going to bring us to goblins. Then this goblin here is going to actually get in the space. Actually, all of them had also their action. So Hyde, you're getting attacked by 3 goblins.
Okay.
Ooh, that's bad. That's... Oh, this might hit you. 15, actually.
Yes.
That's not bad. And then way more.
Yep.
So 5 have the 2, and another 5 have the 2. So 4 points of damage total. Already have. That's going to bring us to Ezra.
I'm gonna look at the stone in my hand, and I'm gonna look at Daru and say, let's see how my aim is, and I'm gonna throw the stone at the Booyag, actually.
You use Fira's ability modifiers for this, so I think it should be... Fira, what's your wisdom score?
Wisdom is +3.
+3, so this would be +5 to hit.
20, not natural.
Ooh,
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you throw this rock, roll a d6 and add 3.
Okay.
Loving the
5 total.
speed.
5 total?
Yeah.
It's halved because she has resistance to all damage. So you take this rock and you just throw it, and she's like looking around, and then just like hits her. And, like, ah! and Hyde, you hear in the background just this goblin just go, ah, fuck! And then she's just like rubbing her eye and just like looking around to see who did that. And she looks at you, Ezra, and then just bares her teeth at you.
I'm gonna put my glasses on.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright,
that's going
that's
to
it.
bring us to Hyde.
All right. So I have 2 goblins you said attacking me.
4.
4? Okay,
Yeah.
fantastic. All right. Well,
And one of them,
grab...
one of them's the boss.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna grab the boss then, and stuff the rock that I was given in its mouth.
Okay.
Figuring that's what it was for.
Sure.
21.
For the
and-
purposes of this, go ahead and just roll a d20.
Okay. Well, 21. That was the first one I rolled. Was a natural 16. So.
Okay. So you grab this goblin, and there's this. It's hard to see what's happening. You just grab this goblin, and you take this, and you shove it into his mouth, breaking teeth on the way. Go ahead and roll a d6 and add 3.
8.
8. So as you do that, you shove it in, and it breaks teeth, and you watch as he just like starts choking, and you kind of throw him to the side, and you look up, and the goblin boss is still there.
Yeah.
In the fray, he actually shoved one of his allies in the way as he went to go do that.
Okay.
Oh.
And now I look at the goblin boss, like, I'll get to you in goblin.
Okay, good move. That brings us to the goblin boss, and he in goblin just says, "Well, what about fuck you?" And then he's going to take 2 attacks on you. 14 actually,
That hits.
and higher.
Hits.
3 points of damage already halved, and 2
Okay.
points of damage already halved. So 5
Okay.
total.
So 5 total. Okay.
That brings us to the Booyog. She is going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. She's going to stand right here, and she's going to use Burning Hands.
Oh.
I need... You guys can make dexterity saving throws.
Okay.
12 again.
23.
Oh. Okay.
Wait, do I have to make a save throw?
I don't think you do.
No, you don't. That's Ezra. You take 12 points of fire damage.
Oh.
I need you to make a con
I'm gonna
save.
go down. I'm down.
Ezra's down.
Ruh-roh.
And Daru, you succeeded. So you suffer 6 points of fire damage.
Okay.
And I need to roll on the wild magic table.
Fuck that wild magic table.
Oh my god. What the fuck? Well, that doesn't really affect me. Okay. Interesting. Okay. So I don't know how to explain this. So as she does that, as Ezra goes down, you watch as there's this strange, like, weird, almost like filter that you're all in, this like shimmering area that is everyone in here is in, and everyone here now has vulnerability to piercing damage.
What the fuck? Jesus. Okay.
Okay,
Including the goblins?
in all of them. That
Everyone.
brings us to Fira.
Okay, can I do... So I have my magic stones. Can I use them as an attack as a bonus action?
No, you can attack. It's an action to attack with them, which you
But
have
it's a bonus action to enchant them.
to enchant them.
Okay.
And also you can, as a note, Ezra has also gone down, so she's now going to be making death saving throws
Yeah.
to avoid dying.
Can I go back like... Wait, how far is Ezra for me?
She's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet.
30 feet? Okay, I'll stay where I am and I'll cast Healing Word on her.
Okay, so that'll heal her.
Good save.
2d4.
What is this? A healer?
So it's gonna be 9 of healing.
Awesome. Thank you.
Very useful.
Back up.
Good, good, good.
And I guess I'll just...
And that was a bonus action, so you have a full action. So you can throw a magic stone, you can hit with your scimitar, you can cast
yeah.
like a cantrip spell if you want. Like Firebolt, you could also do.
Can I firebolt Goblin Boss?
Yes, you can.
Can I have... Am I still blessed?
No.
No,
Yeah, I
okay.
went
This is
down.
That's right,
Bless
you
went
went
down
down.
because she went down.
So it's 6 to hit.
It's more than that. It's got to be more than that. What's your
I got-
wisdom modifier?
Wisdom
It's
is
3, right?
3. I rolled a d20 and I got 2.
Oh, you got a 2.
Okay.
And plus...
But it's 7.
okay. Does it hit?
Because your proficiency modifier is 2. Okay, no, that doesn't hit.
Okay,
I just
I'll
want to
put it in
make
my turn.
sure. This is weird. Okay.
It just says hit DC plus 4.
Yeah, I see that. I don't know why that's plus 4 and everything else is plus 5. So that's okay. Okay, so that unfortunately that misses, but Ezra is back up. Jaru.
Going to take the opportunity of Ezra being conscious again to flank with her. And is Goblin or the Booyog and whatever Goblin is to the left of Hyde, are they within 5 feet of each other? Sort of.
They're right on the cusp. Go. I know what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and make an intelligence. It would take an intelligence check to try to do it. So if you want to do it, it might work. It might not.
19.
Okay. So if you do hit, it's gonna work.
Okay. So I will drop the rapier. Is sort of just always floating next to me, and so it drops in my hand, and I will make an attack with the actual rapier. 16, natural 16. And as I lunge forward, the amulet on my wrist shines green, and like there's a little spiral of flame that goes down the tip.
Ooh.
Is 7, 8, 9. Wow. 9 points of piercing damage. Oh, wait, I guess I can do sneak attack. And plus 5, so 14 points of damage.
Which is 28 because she's vulnerable to
Yep,
piercing.
because I was
damage.
gonna say everybody's vulnerable to it.
And then fire leaps.
Go ahead and
from
roll.
That one.
Yeah, roll for that.
It's just my intelligence mod.
Okay, which is
4.
4. Okay. So
Nice.
you watch as
Wreck that goblin.
Haru just completely stabs through with the rapier on this Booyog, and this green flame is almost like apparated in her body as he kind of kicks her off of the blade. And after about a full 3 seconds, out of nowhere, Goblin 1 over here next to Hyde, who's just swinging his baton at him, just bursts into this green flame.
Oh my
Hyde,
god.
you just hear this Goblin just screaming, "Oh fuck, fuck, fuck!" So that's the Booyog down.
And I will move. I will once again move back behind Ezra.
Okay. Good to know. That brings us to the top of the round, Asher.
Bonus action move my Hunter's Mark to Goblin 11.
Okay.
I'm going to climb on top of this rock
Okay.
and take a shot at Goblin 11.
Okay.
As you do. $15.
15. That hits. That just hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Uh, $11.
Okay. With that, oops. Oh fuck. I deleted 2 on accident. He's donezo. So you watch as kind of the base of the skull, this arrow just like boom, hits him, and he just kind of falls flat on his face, about 10 feet below here. That's going to bring us to the goblins go. Goblin 18 is going to run at Ezra, who's still prone, and he's going to take a swing with his baton at advantage.
Uh-oh.
13.
Does not hit.
So as you're down, you just kind of like come to and you start getting up, and then this goblin kind of jumps on top of you and he like lands on your chest, and he's kind of like holding the collar of your jacket, and he's just like hitting you with his baton, just like
not the
fuck,
jacket.
hey, fuck you, fuck you. Not quite doing any damage. Every other goblin on the map right now is trying to bring Hyde down. That's a natural 18 for one.
Oh no.
14 for another.
That's a
Another
hit.
goblin boss, like 17, and a natural 1.
There we go.
For the hell of it, we're gonna say with a natural 1, he's gonna clock the guy next to him for 3 points of damage.
That's usually what I do. Is if like they're in a group and anybody
Yeah.
rolls a 1, you hit somebody you didn't intend to.
So you suffer 7 have to 3,
Okay.
6 have to 3,
Okay.
and 8 have to 4.
That is exactly how many hit points I have, so
Okay.
I am down.
Hyde is down. That is going to bring us to Ezra.
I'm gonna look at Hyde and I'm gonna say, not today, motherfucker, and I'm gonna use Cure Wounds 2nd level. So he's gonna immediately get back 20 hit points.
Fuck yeah, love it.
Yeah.
Holy
He's back up.
shit.
And I'm gonna look at Daru and be like, stop using me as a shield, and I'm gonna move backwards behind him.
As a note, as you turn to go do that, to disengage,
Oh
you
shit,
didn't
yeah, he's
disengage from
there.
that goblin.
Yeah.
He took a swing at you. He missed with a natural 7,
Okay.
but he just note that you felt like a little ring of pain at your heel as he's like swinging at your heel.
Oh my god.
And then as you're here, you're now engaged with this goblin here. Do you want to break from him too?
It's about to be my turn. I'm gonna squish some things.
I'll stay where I am.
Okay. As a note, these. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So that brings us to Hyde. You're up.
So I go down, just to wake back up like I fell asleep in the middle of a fight.
Yeah.
Re-rage
You had like
again.
that. You had that like every boxing movie moment where you
Yeah.
just got like clocked, and then you saw like the picture of like your kid or whatever that you're fighting
Yep.
for, and then you just like got back up.
Okay. Rage again, claws again, and grab a couple of them and make a goblin sandwich.
Okay.
So 19 and 6.
6 to hit.
I rolled a natural 1.
Okay. So with that, we'll just say you're just like thrashing around, and you actually swipe at the goblin boss.
Yeah.
Completely miss as he just like ducks away laughing, but the carry through just completely obliterates one of the goblins next to him.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to turn my face away so that I don't get any blood on me.
Yeah, you're fine.
So do I roll 2d6 or just 1?
It wouldn't matter because
Okay.
he already took some damage from getting clocked by the same goblin boss.
Okay.
So your modifier alone would put.
Okay, gotcha.
Which is going to bring us to Fira and Daru.
Are they all still prone to piercing damage?
Yes, everyone here is susceptible to piercing.
Okay, can I I'm gonna try to attack the goblin boss with my short sword.
Okay, as a note, the short sword is more meant for being a slashing weapon. So I'm gonna say so normally you'd have a +2 for flanking. I'm gonna say you don't get the flanking bonus if you're trying to pierce him with the sword. So it's gonna
Okay.
be like your regular attack.
16 hit.
16 just misses, unfortunately.
Damn.
So you swing
no.
at him, and he just kind of spins around. He's such a small little thing. Like you're trying to pierce like just tiny little frame, and you kind of get under his arm, and he just kind of like turns back and kind of bats the blade away.
After she makes her attack, I say, you might want to get back as I pull out the alchemical bomb.
All right, I get behind Daru.
Okay, so you're gonna try to run back towards Daru.
Yeah.
The goblin boss did use his reaction already to interpose the other goblin that got wrecked by Hyde, so he can't hit you. Daru, what are you doing?
I would know how big of an explosion these things are.
Yeah, you're an alchemist. You could hit all 3.
Okay. I will throw it.
Okay, what is your what's your intelligence modifier?
8 or +4.
+4?
Yeah, I have an 18.
Okay, so the DC for this Constitution save is 14.
Yeah.
And their Constitution is +0, so it's a natural 13 with no bonus. A 6 and a natural 14 for the goblin boss. He
Oh, no.
succeeds.
Hey,
Go ahead
it's
and
boss.
roll a d6.
5.
5. This goblin here is blown away. This one is extraordinarily hurt. And the goblin boss takes 2 points of damage. He's also pretty hurt. That brings us to top of the round, Asher.
Hunter's Mark Goblin Boss.
Okay?
Do I have a clear line of sight on him?
Yes, you do.
Then I'm gonna take a. Yeah, I'm gonna shoot him.
Okay.
20. Not natural. Soft
Okay.
20.
He doesn't have his reaction. Okay, go ahead and roll damage.
No, I got max damage. That's 18.
Nice.
Okay. You watch as the goblin boss is now just kind of moving in towards Hyde, trying to go in for the kill. This arrow just completely goes through his forehead and brings him down into the river of filth.
I got you, bro.
And he's just
Thank you.
pretty unceremoniously killed.
Nice shot.
That brings us to Goblin, the last Goblin. He's just gonna say, "Wait." In Goblin towards you, Hyde. But he's got to answer a call, so he's actually gonna say in common towards everybody. He's gonna say, "What if you let me go?" That's all he's gonna say.
And knock another arrow.
Okay, I mean that was his whole action, was to plead for his life.
Who's after him?
Sorry about that, guys.
You're good. The last goblin was just gonna use his action to plead for his life.
Oh, okay. That was, yeah.
He's just gonna cower.
Who's after the goblin?
Sorry, that would be. I mean, it would be essentially all of you, because he's the only one left. So you guys are now all next to each other in initiative.
So
Okay.
beat him up.
So technically, Ezra, you're first.
What do you have for us?
Make a intimidation or persuasion at advantage.
Uh, 16 total.
16. He goes, here. And he goes over and goes to the goblin boss and like pulls out this set of keys and goes over to this door here. And he goes to open it to what looks like a little treasure hoard.
Nice.
I want to go to him and tower over him. Like, who else is here?
Ezra's just gonna go into the room and start looking through the treasures.
Okay. In Goblin, he
Yeah.
looks at you and horrified, he just goes, so this is him in Goblin. He says, there's the rat men, there's a couple giants, and the witch.
Which way to them?
He just kind of like points.
Who's the witch?
So I'll relay this to you guys, that what he had told me. Looks like we got a few more enemies up ahead.
Hey, you goblin. Who's the witch?
He looks at you, he can't quite understand what you're saying, then he looks back at Hyde.
Hyde, can you ask him who the witch is?
Yeah, I'll ask him. So I say that in Goblin.
For Griff.
He says the witch's name is Feg.
Egg?
Feg?
Yeah,
Feg.
like fig, but with an
Except for
E.
Fig.
Okay.
Okay. Why do they call him that?
He just says, that's what she's named.
What do you want to do with him?
He says, wait, but Stimpy do good.
What do you know?
I mean, I'm gonna roll on what I think I should do. 4, 5, or 6, I kill him. Okay, you got lucky. I rolled a 1.
What do you know about the oh shit, he can't hear me.
What do you want
I'm
me?
gonna speak into his head. What do you know about the rat people that lived in? Hey, over here. Hi.
He says he knows that the curse takes weeks to make the transformation.
Do you know how long they've been here? Did they come here first, or did they tread on your territory?
He said the ones that have been turned to rats were initially hunting the witch. And now they work for her.
Well, I'll tell that to everybody. Yeah, I say he earns his life.
Yeah, I'll leave it up to you guys, and I walk away.
At this point, he's like casually walking back
Wait.
towards this direction.
Wait.
And he's just kind of staring at the fire, like looking around, just hoping it's going to go down soon.
Are you
He
gonna
kinda looks
warn your
back.
tribe?
He says, I don't have much of a tribe. The witch just took us. She's that way. If you don't mind, I'm going to mosey on over this way.
Okay. Bye.
He must exit through the fire.
If the
He's
fire
just waiting patiently at
The
the fire.
fire's still up.
Like it's still going. He just kind of like looks around. He like tries to
You
take a
want me
little bit
to-
of dirt and like throws it on it, and it's like still going.
Do you want me to throw you over?
Make a persuasion check.
I was gonna say, can I take one of the dead bodies and throw it onto it?
17.
He
Dude,
he just nods.
He just reaches out
Okay,
like
I'm
a little
gonna-
kid.
Okay, I'm gonna pick him up like a
Sure.
I'm gonna
Make
try
it-
to underhand him.
Make an athletics check.
sack of flour.
The DC's not
Doesn't
terrible. The
mean-
DC's not high because he's tiny.
My athletics is a -1 though. 8.
Oh my god, if you throw him into the fire, I'm gonna die laughing.
So he makes it to the other side, but he is screaming and on fire
Oh my god.
and is running out to the other side of the entrance, and you hear him bang against the garage door. And you don't know how far he made it.
I'm sorry. Just gonna turn around and go into the treasure hoard and start looking through.
That would have just been perfect. Like, here, I'll help you. Oh, what?
I want to start looting the body of the magic goblin specifically, and the boss.
Oh my god, what is
What?
that?
The hell was that?
I think,
Somebody's demon just speak?
yeah.
sorry, I sniffed kind of like it was kind of
That
weird.
was a sniff?
Yeah,
It sounds like an exhale.
no, that was inhale.
Okay. Make an investigation check.
Who?
Daru, who was looking through the stuff.
25.
25.
Wow.
So you actually find quite a few things.
Is anyone keeping track of inventory, by the way?
I am.
Pierce.
Okay, Pierce's, okay.
Taking small notes here and there for stuff, but
Yeah, you guys
So-
keep track of things you want to keep personally.
yep, like the broken bear trap.
You find a call it a size 3 uncut emerald. you find what looks like a small vial of, like this appears to be a potion. You find a small little disc that, Daru, you would know what this is. This is actually known as a digitizer.
Nice.
This can transmute a certain amount of physical material into digital information, kind of back and forth.
Back to it, baby.
Awesome.
Cool.
And you find a golden doorknob that appears to be magical.
Oh, that's awesome. That
Okay.
is.
And so that's why would you?
Unlock
Why
any
would you be
door.
carrying? Interesting. Okay. I'll make note of that, and then just wait by the treasure room see what Ezra gets.
I'm gonna just go in the treasure room and sit down somewhere because I'm really hurt.
Hmm.
I'm just gonna sit down and rest.
Okay.
I'd like to search the bodies for my arrows and other trinkets.
Okay. Make an investigation check. And Daru, or sorry, Ezra, were you searching the treasure room as well?
Yeah, I'll search it.
Okay. Make an investigation check for me.
6.
15.
6. Okay.
My internet cut out.
Oh,
We still hear you.
you're okay.
Yeah.
I didn't hear anything you said.
So Asher, you get all of your arrows except for one.
Yes. Okay.
Ezra, you find a couple things. You find a monster manual. And as you thumb through it, a lot of the pages are like frayed, and a couple of them are a little bloody. There are 2 vials of this like viscous, lucent liquid. You being an alchemist, you would immediately know this. These are 2 vials of holy oil.
Holy oil, okay.
So this is a coat that you can add to a weapon. Usually it's used to surpass certain like damage resistances against certain monsters. And it also adds a bit of radiant damage as well.
Okay.
Other than that, you find a few, about 2 coats from the Huntsman's Lodge.
Okay.
And you find a black opal that is beautifully cut.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna take all this stuff and I'm gonna go out to Daru. And I'm gonna give him... Can you hold these?
Yeah, look, I got this cool thing. Show the digitizer and just like digitize everything one by one.
What is that? Have I ever seen one of these?
You haven't seen one, but after he puts it in there, you realize that you've heard of things like this. And being proficient in Arcana, this is essentially like, back in the day, there was a really powerful wizard who essentially created his own plane of existence that was entirely digital.
Okay.
In fact, it's technically the same plane where the Honor Guild does battle. So because of that, it's called the Battlescape.
Oh, okay.
But they actually do use that area for just like this massive server of information. So it essentially transmutes like physical material into digital information in a digital dimension.
Oh, okay, got it. Never
Yeah, just
seen
so
one
you-
of these in person.
Just so you guys know, I'm gonna have to leave here in a few minutes.
Okay,
Okay.
that's fine.
Yeah.
In that regard, we will call this session here.
I was gonna say, if you guys want to
Yeah.
go on, you can go on, because Hyde's an easy character to play. Just rip things.
I mean,
apart.
we're down Ricky anyways,
Yeah,
and
I think this is
it's-
a good place to stop.
Yeah,
We know
maybe
where
a
we're
good place
going
to call it.
next.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Cool.
all right, we'll call it here, and yeah.
That was fun.
We'll see when
I
we
love
play next.
killing goblins.
Apparently.